Hello friends, good morning. We meet again. This is a ongoing series of part 4 tutorial 3. In this tutorial I'll be explaining how to become expert from beginner. We are explaining the stat buttons and stat functionality inside stat environment. After that we will be going to model some critical structures. Before that, please stay with me and let's start without wasting our time. Previously we have explained we have explained in last series we have explained regarding our tool button. We have explained lots of things regarding tool button. Right now I will be going to explain the rest of functionality of tool button. We have explained until init converter. After that you have your this dimension beam button, dimension display dimension button. The functionality of this dimension beams is it will show the beam members, or you can say in case of stat all the line elements are called beam. So whatever the line elements you have in your structure, it will be showing the dimension for that. If I click display here, then it will be showing the dimension for this column members. If you go and see they are showing the dimension, end-to-end dimension for these column members. So this is a functionality through which you can see the dimension of your members. After that we have display node to node distance. This is another functionality. This is display node to node. Display node to node means in this functionality what you will able to see the distance between node to node that will be going to be displayed by this function. That means if you click on this button, all the nodes will be activated in your structure, and you can measure any distance between any two nodes. Say I want to measure distance between these two nodes, that will be shown here. If I say I want to measure distance between these two nodes, then that will also be shown like this way. You can see here there is a distance also between these two nodes. It is also be shown like that way. Here from here to here the distance is also shown. So this is the functionality of this button. And if you want to remove them, previously this functionality was inactivated because there was no dimension was there, so it was inactivated. Right now, the remove node dimension was deactivated. Now as the dimension I have selected, I have given dimension or shown dimension in my structure, so this button has been activated. If you click on this button, all the dimension you have measured in your structure will be gone. Say I am clicking this remove node button, all the node dimension will be gone. So this is the functionality for this remove node button. This is a good functionality. You can use it and see the distance, whether you try to model something with some aiming to with an aim to say I want to model a member of 2 meter. If you have modeled rightly or there is some deviation, you can check through this functionality. Next is your set grid. This is something which I will be explaining later, because actually friends, what happened is that these things I have given you a brief overview, because these functionalities are you will not be able to understand what are the basic thing, why we need them in our structure, and why we need to go through them. And these things actually what happen is that when you go on model a critical structure, at that time you will properly know the distinction between the between this nearly existence functionality, why this functionality has been introduced, what is the purpose, what is the difference of them to the nearest functionality. That can only be identified when I will be giving a live example. Otherwise that will not be so much helpful for you. So right now I am giving a brief overview of each and every functionality, so that you will not get amazed, or you will not get taken aback or astonished to see what is the meaning of the where did this come. So I am giving a brief introduction about each and every button, so that you can easily understand the real knowledge about them. The next functionality is set current input unit. This is a known functionality to you. If I click on then in this functionality, you will find a box appears over here, similar like the box you have seen in case of your when you started modeling this so you start when you give name and start modeling, you will find the same type of input, but input box was there in project browser option when you start new project. So this is a functionality through which you can know that when which input length input unit and force input unit you are going to model a structure. So this is a representation of that functionality also. Next is your set current input and set current display unit. This is a you can say it is a very rigorous functionality. You can see lots of buttons are there, lots of functionality: view highlight, tolerance, table, assign dialog, node level, beam level, plate level, load levels, solid levels. There are dimension, force unit, structural unit, annotation, lots of things are there, and lots of meaning of this each functionalities are there. So to understand easily about the use of this functionality, I will be explaining these things with separate model. Otherwise you will not be able to understand the functionality of each of these buttons, because this has a rigorous meaning. So in this brief introduction, it will not be possible to make you understand. I will be explaining this thing later. So let's go to the next tutorial, that is your next functionality, that is your cut section button. This is a functionality you must understand that in case of your real-time modeling, what happen is that you need to view lots of things about the structure. Say I want to view the if I want to view the bottom portion of this pit. So I am not able to view properly about the bottom portion of this beam. After modeling, I am not able to view these things. What I need to see, I want to see in this bottom portion. So through this functionality I can see here. What I have to do, say this is my node 30, this is say C, this is 3085, this is the bottom node here, and this is my here it is a node, the bottom node over here is 370. So if you go in the tool section and click on cart section, and this whole bottom portion lies on XZ plane. So if I put the node number, what I have seen, say this was a node 370, right? So again go to tool and click on cut section and click on and give the node, say 370, okay, and click OK, and you will see this portion, all the labels, all the nodes which are lying on that XZ plane will be shown separately in your window. So you can see the bottom portion of that that structure separately. Now see, I want to view all this bottom portion separately from this whole structural window. So what I need to do is I need to cut the bottom plane with level. Say this is the bottom plane, the level of this node is 140.3. See, the y coordinate is 140.3, and here your y coordinate is 103.9. So to view the bottom portion, what you need to do is you go cut section and go range by minimum maximum and click the level where you want to see, and give the bottom give the range between the thing is like, say I give the bottom minimum level is 103 and the top level is 104.5. so if I do that and click OK, this is the bottom level which I intended to see. So here you can easily able to see how you can cut your structure, critical structure, and view all those things. So this is very useful in case of big modeling, the critical modeling. That whole thing will be very much useful to you, will be easily understandable to you. So that is a good thing to understand. Hello friends, so that was the functionality of your cut section. There is also a data select to view that I will be going to explain while I will be modeling a structure, otherwise it will not be very much understandable to you. Now in this tools section we have a button called query. This query button will give you query about the structure, about the member you have selected. Say I have selected some column element. This the node cursor has been selected. I want to say select I want to have a query about beams. I am selecting the member cursor, and I go to tools and I query about these members. The query window about members will be open, and all the query related to that this member will be shown here. You can see all the query about this member are shown here. So in similar fashion, say if you want to know about anything about this plate, select the plate and go to your query and click on the plate, and it will show all the related information regarding this plate, and that will be shown here. You can easily see the you can easily know the constraint, the node number, all the required things about this plate will be shown in this window. Similarly, if you want to say know something about particular node, say I am clicking this node and I want to go in query and know about this node, about this joint, all the related things about this joint will be displayed. So this is see this is 21274 node number. So in this way this query button can be used. Next is your list format. List format will show you all the list about the members. Next thing is your create user table. Create user table is a functionality through which you can uh, easily create a user table to use in your STAD. Say I want to create a this is very much useful in case of steel section. Very often in our steel structure we need to have some customized sections, customized profile, so that thing can easily be done through this functionality. You can easily model anything according to your choice, according to your profile choice. So this is very much useful in that case. Next is your section wizard. If you click on the section wizard, a new section profile will appear. You can see this is a very useful functionality actually. In case of your say you are want to have a model an I beam or H beam in your structure, and you want to see the profile about those structures. So this is the window through which you can model and you can get the geometry, and with the help of this geometry you can you can put this function, put this property in your section wizard table, in your create user table, and use them as you want to use in case you don't have them in your standard library. So this is very much useful. I will be showing you these things when I will be modeling a critical structure. Apart from that, there are also lots of functionality. Browse and modify section database. This is a functionality through which you can see this is actually the rolled steel section which are available for every country in STAD database. This will be shown here, and you can see the properties, and you can add and modify all the property you need to do. So this is a very much useful functionality in case of steel structural members. So that will be explained in details when I will be modeling some steel structures. Next is your connection tag. Connection tag is a functionality through which you can load lots of connections in your structure. I'll be explaining these things later. Create a new group. This is a functionality. This is a very useful functionality in case of your plate model structure, and in case of any structure. Say if you want to in your you have modeled some skewed members, or you have modeled some members inclined, and you want to put some loads, and you want to add some property to that members, or you want to see the result for particularly those members. What you can do, you can create those members in a group, and add these members and add the load and all those things of that member to your structures. That will be very much useful in case of if you create a group of them, applying loads, applying material, see results. This group is very much useful, and we generally do lots of groups like this to do such kind of things. Likewise, you can see all the wall elements of these feet are being segregated with a group. So I will be explaining that thing later. Next is your insert text. This is also a very much useful tool through which you can insert lots of tags in your window of STAD, and take pictures of them to insert your documentation. So this is a very much useful tool. I'll be explaining them properly when I will be doing such kind of things. Next is your and there is also some functionalities are there. There is some functionality called create API file, and My insert text button is activated. I have to escape it. I have escaped. Now go to tools. There are some functions are there. SQL Server user tool, plugin tool. This will be explained later. Right now there is no use of explaining those things, so I'll be explaining that things later. Next is your select button. Select cursor, select node cursor, select beam cursor. These things I will be explaining in next video. Till then, stay safe and goodbye, and follow my tutorial to become expert from beginner. Thank you.